Morning, Scrapazoids. Happy Saturday. What is today? I don't even know. Let's see. Tomorrow's the 26th. My nephew's birthday is the 27th. Okay. So, it's the 26th of July. Just back from pickup number 1. It's a nice thing about vacation. Come back and there's plenty of work for you, huh? So, I got these. These, my friends, usually are good for a good power supply. And there's usually a nice chunk of copper transformer in there. Sometimes you'll get a nice round coil. They take about 2 minutes to scrap. I picked up a couple of those. I think I got 3 of them. I have no idea what's in these blue cases. I don't know if they're oscilloscopes. Oh my god. Well, this one is. If you can see that all right, I'm gonna need 2 hands to get it out of the car. These have just been hanging around somewhere. They're musty as hell. I'm going to leave them out to get some sun on them. I've got a whole bunch of these cases. This one I know is an oscilloscope. Here's another one over here. It almost looks like somebody dumped a collection, huh? Or somebody's estate dumped a collection. Oops, it's upside down, but it's a... Stand on your head and read it. Some kind of communications tester. I'm going to put these up on Marketplace. I know for a fact there's a local guy here in town. He collects vintage stuff like this. I don't remember his name though. He bought a bunch of stuff for me before. So I think we're going to pop these up on Marketplace for about a week. You know, you're always going to do better selling something, reselling something, than you know, just scrapping it out. I mean, the option to scrap it is always there, right? You can always scrap it later. Scrap you later. So yeah, this today's load. I'm going to my telecom guy today. I think he's got laptops for me. I've got laptops coming in this week. For those of you who don't know, I am having some issues with a buyer, which I'm hoping to God can be resolved. I'm going to do more on that. I don't know if I'll get a live up. I'm not good with lives over the summer. I'm in and out, but it's supposed to really rain tomorrow. Today is beautiful, but these here, those are change of weather clouds. So, let's see, there's a storm front coming in, but I don't know. Had a nice week of vacation. Weather was beautiful. Took a break from scrapping, which was nice. And, you know, so we'll go through the pile here. I want to talk to you guys a bit about setting up a contract that will protect you if you're ever going to be selling large amounts of e-scrap to somebody. It's not so much that I made a mistake. I really didn't. I was very careful with how I proceeded with this whole thing, which I'm glad I am. You know, he's very inexperienced. That's half the problem. You know, if you're dealing with a buyer who really just doesn't know what they're doing and they're new to this business, you can really set yourself up for some headaches. And let me tell you, I really have been through it with this whole thing. But I've worked out a structured plan. I am not putting myself under any pressure anymore to put out a large order. If I have material, well, that's wonderful. I'll put it out for bid. Like today, I know I'll probably pick up 100 to 200 laptops. Well, that's fine. Here's a bid item. Out it goes. You know, those are the kind of things I don't mind doing. But to try to assemble large orders, and the money was, well, I would have said the money was nice, but I haven't gotten paid yet, so I can't say the money is nice. You know, for me though, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I like being a hobby scrapper. I like putting up videos. I like chatting with you guys when I do get a chance to go live. You know, I don't go live when there's a lot of other people on because it's pointless. You know, that's just a pointless thing to do. You know, so yeah, you know, we'll get into some of this stuff. I've got a lot of PCs. I think I'm going to put a couple of large orders together and put them up for bid on the computerscrapper.com. We can have people put offers in for them. That I'll do, or I'll sell them by the pound or whatever. But yeah, no more of this, oh, I have to fill a truck, you know, I have to do this, I have to do that. Well, that's the key word. You have to do that, not me. So that's how that goes. I don't have the room, I don't have the space, I don't want to rent a workshop. I want to retire. Quasi-retire. You'll still see me. I like doing my channel, like I said, and then I like when I pick up cool stuff like this. You know, there's some other machine over there. This is all going today. I'm going to get all this taken down. I'm going to get rid of that bin. Everything else is going to go in the pod. We'll be getting updated here. The pod is going to be replaced. I'm going to get one of those tough shed. I'll get a tough shed with a rolling door so I can use it for a garage as well. That's going to work out well because I won't have to have a whole new driveway and a whole new pod put, concrete pod put in. They can put it in so it's on like sliders, so it's a temporary structure, which is really nice because it can be moved and it can go with me if I move. But it's going to save me having to have the driveway done. So those are all on the agenda. This is today's agenda. Look, my grass is cut. Aren't you proud of me? I'm going to try and get these shrubs done over the weekend. They want $1,000 to come in and trim this. I'm going to do it myself. It'll take me all week, but that's okay. I just got back from vacation. And we got a little bit of trimming to do over here. Look at this, though. These are my hibiscus plants. I love these. And, my mother used to love these. These were one of her favorite plants. This is hardy hibiscus. You can put this in and it'll winter over very nicely. These are these rose bushes are a couple of years old. I got them on clearance. I've got to do some cleaning out, some mulching in here. But as you can see, we are definitely making progress. My yard doesn't look like the city dump anymore. On top of it, guys, I've been sick. Long story, I have RA, and sometimes when it flares up, and I'm just laid out for weeks, and that's the way it goes. But I'm feeling better. The weather's good. And, dealing with that huge, large order really put me under a lot of stress. And the stress made me sick. So now that that's all resolved, I'm feeling much better. I'm happily doing my thing. There's another thing we have back here I'll show you. These are Rose of Sharon bushes, and we started with one little one right there in the center. It was given to me by my aunt, well, to my mom, by my aunt. And Rose of Sharon is a great privacy shrub. We've got it everywhere. It's blooming everywhere. I have a plant over there on the end. I just have tons of them, and I like them because I don't want to put up another fence. I'm going to just put up privacy shrubs. So I just don't want to put $10,000 or $20,000 into that right now. So yeah, I would say another couple of weeks, get it all cleaned up out here. It's going to look really nice. We'll get a fall garden in. That was one of my mom's favorite pieces of furniture, and we're gonna set that up with a nice fall display. So yeah, things are good here. I wanted to say hello. I still haven't really quite got back into the live groove, and I'm sorry. It's just really hard because the times I want to go live, there's always 5 or 6 other people on, and I just can't do that, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm not going to worry, that's for sure. You'll see lots of me on video. Same old. I will be doing a couple episodes of What's in the Box probably tomorrow. I think it's going to rain. I've got some really nice Juniper computers, servers. They're old, they're outdated. I got them from the warehouse. We're going to take those apart. The gold content on those boards was remarkable. I sent 2 loads out, one to Chris and one to Zach this week. This is another reason I like mint, if you can see those. I'm not a big lover of mint. That is a tarantula hawk. I don't want to get bit by him. I believe it is. They have a nasty sting. But we get butterflies, we get bees. These are little guys. There's going to be a new hatch, and look at that. They're tiny. I know I ramble, but it's fun. And I really don't like mint because it takes over everything, but I have left it. It's my neighbors, and we left it because the pollinators really like it. Text that down there, stowaway. So, anyway, I know, I ramble, I don't care. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. I definitely will be getting some videos up. The Juniper servers were amazing. I sent one board out to, I think I sent it to Chris over at Board Sort, and he graded it at the top of the scale. He graded it better than Telecom. I think he graded it as a Gold Edge CRT board. They pay $2.50 more than Telecom does, which gives me some, some thought process into that. I'm going to be replacing all my patio furniture. It's all going to go on clearance. I'm going to get myself a nice patio set out here and get a grill. I still have no appliances in the kitchen. Guys, it's just been between the flood, the big order, losing my mom. It's just been a tough couple of years. It's just so good to be finally on my feet. And you know what? Working with you guys has been part of it. Boy, these guys are busy. I gotta find out what kind of a wasp that is. That really looks like it would have a horrible sting, huh? I don't care to find out, but boy, do they like the mint. Look at that. So, yeah, be well, everybody. I will absolutely be sharing some of the videos of some of the warehouse take apart. I've almost got that done. That's why I have the pod. All the warehouse stuff is in the pod. It's very easy to scrap. I'm also keeping a running total of how much I paid and how much we actually make out of it. I've only sent out about 4 loads at this point. I've got half my money back, and I still got easily another 10,000 pounds of scrap to servers to do. So that was an excellent investment. And, well, that's how things are in Scrappy Deville, guys. Most of you know I just got back from vacation yesterday, so yard work is definitely on tap. I got to empty my car. I wanted to show you the oscilloscopes, and I don't know, I thought I'd show you the yard. You guys always ask about my yard. Those are trumpet vines. My neighbor brings them in for me every year. These are in about their 5th season. I had more. We had one that didn't quite make it. I got to show you. This is my neighbor's garden. We share the property line, and she's just got this. She got such an eye for stuff. This is my neighbor's garden. Isn't it pretty? We're really good friends. They've lived here for. It's an old farmhouse up there on the hill. Has a lot of history to it. I think I'm the last one in the neighborhood who knows anything about that house, because this is the house I grew up in. So there you go. We got monarch butterflies coming to visit. Look at that. I think bees are so cool. I think they're one of the coolest creatures on the planet. Anyway, so that's my blurb for today. I gotta go get Big Red emptied out and go get my pickup done for the day. I'll get the patio done, get everything into the pod, and call it a day, huh? Alright guys, thanks for everything. Just thanks for hanging out with me a little bit today. I'm sorry I didn't put it up as a live, but again, so many people I follow are on right now, and I think it's disrespectful to put a live up when somebody else is on. I just think that's totally blatant disrespect. I won't do that. Alright, arrivederci. Be well. Oh, isn't that pretty? I love these. Bye-bye. Oh, I grabbed them at the end of the year on clearance, guys. Make sure you get the hardy ones and mulch them a lot. They'll winter over very well, and you'll get nice hibiscus plants next year. Same thing with mums. Make sure you get hardy mums, and just make sure they have the word hardy on them. Hardy har har. Bye.